This week it's been a bit tricky to get enough footage for a full episode, so today we're previewing a future project for Daryl.
We're always thinking ahead of the projects we're going to do next, and one of the next projects is really exciting because they're extremely rare, and it's our Type 95 Hargo Japanese tank. We're so lucky to get this. This came out of a private collection from a bloke called Monty Wedd, who got it from a scrapyard after the Australian War Memorial got rid of it in the late 60s because they had a better one. It was captured in Rabaul at the end of the war. There's been one restored in Poland, I think, and it was on loan to Bovington. And then there's one that the Australian War Memorial did up. What we'll try and do, we'll ask these people if they can supply us dimensions and take photographs and that, and then we'll just recreate the bits that are missing.
What's jumping out at you at the start that makes this different from other things you've worked on?
Well, just the design, the shape, everything. It's really neat. I really like it. But there's a lot of damage at the front. There was some rumour about it being used for mine testing when it came back to Australia. I don't know if that's correct or not. But what we have here is a lot of fractured plates. But to me, this is just where the rust has got underneath it and popped it up. And we saw this on the Wesp.
We did too, yeah.
Where it had popped, the bolts held in place and everything else popped. And because it's armour plate, it just fractured. If you come around here, you can see the rust in here, just...
So that fracture there is likely from a rust blowout.
Well, that's what I think.
The overall hull looks pretty good.
It is fantastic. It's pretty original. Most of it's all there. One thing about these vehicles, and if you come across one in the jungle when you're on holidays in the Pacific and that, they have a lot of asbestos in them. So we've had a couple of professionals come in and remove this asbestos. They had to cover the complete vehicle in plastic, get in and pull it all out and then vacuum it all out. So just be mindful of that. If you ever on holidays in the jungle, these things have asbestos in them. We've opened up one of the hatches. This is your final drive part here. It comes to the sprocket. This is your brake band for your steering and that. And then you've got your gearbox through in there. As you can see, water's got into it over the time. You can see the amount of rust in there. So this will be a nut and bolt, pull apart, complete resto.
Do you think this is going to be usable?
Well, there's no reason why not. It's just the actual hull part that seems to have the rust on it. We won't know for sure until we pull it apart. But from just the visual inspection, everything's like the springs haven't rusted away. So that's a good sign that it wasn't completely immersed in water, things like that.
Yeah.
These covers were shut, so that protected it a lot of the time. And it's probably just water coming in through gaps here that sat there.
Yeah, right.
Because
normally these things, they just fill up with water, and all the European stuff that goes through hot and cold, winters and summers.
Ice expands, so it starts, and then more water gets in and then expands more. As you can see, the outside is absolutely brilliant. What amazes me is the poor old tank drivers in combat conditions. They have no vision blocks. They've just got these little slots, and you see them, they're all around the vehicle. They go around the turret, just little tiny slots.
Oh, little slots. Yeah, so no glass or anything.
Doesn't seem to be any glass. We'll get in and have a look. And then there's little flip-up hatches. Must be like a port there to put a flare pistol out or something. I'm only guessing.
Like, pistol ports and that. Yeah.
This is for the machine gun, your driver, and your commander.
So we'll have to free all this up and everything. Yeah.
The interesting thing about this is it's a crew of 3, and the commander did a lot of the work. He had to use the main gun and things like that.
Wow.
So he had to load it and fire it. Look at the condition of the rubber. The rubber is in great condition. This is a bit off it, but you look some of this rubber, very good. And for the amount of driving we'll do, it's not too bad. The track's in reasonable condition, but
we might get new stuff made.
well, if there's availability for new stuff, it just, sometimes you get a dead link and then that affects how it drives, things like that. It just clunk, clunk, clunk.
It looks like this tube houses a massive spring.
It looks like it, yeah. So that's one of the things we'll learn about before we try and pull it apart. Still shows a little what we think is the original green camo in here. We're very lucky. There's a lot of people out there that like to supply us with information and that. So we're grateful to have it.
Our skill set is in the restoration, but people dedicate their lives to the detail of these things.
Absolutely, and look, they get hammered from pillar to post, but they're probably the world-leading experts on it.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
So give them a break, fellas.
Yeah, and give us a break too.
You can see the stainless steel welding, how they've constructed it down here as well. Now that's what looks really good. It stands out even after all these years of in the rust and jungle.
It looks like they've even kind of ground it back a little bit.
They probably touched it up just to take the sharp edges off. Once again, looks like you've got some original paint there and some of the primer, an orange style primer coming through. You see orange primer on a lot of the American vehicles when we take off wheel stations.
That's right,
Yeah,
and it was orange behind
and
it.
there was orange behind it,
Yeah. This plate looks a bit more discoloured than the front.
Well, once again, we don't know whether someone's tried to preserve it or do something with it over time, but it looks like someone might put a coat of paint on it at one stage. But there's a big X here below all that paint. So once again, we don't know if that was a marking when it was in the factory. You see a lot of factory markings on German tanks and that where they've got odd numbers written on them, things like that. So sometimes
it could have been from the war memorial, condemned.
Yeah.
You know, send it to the scrapyard.
Delete this one. You have a row of rivets along here, and the Japanese put in a fake rivet so that it would ring a little bell so the commander could know that someone outside wanted to make contact. There's a couple of fittings for lights, I believe, a couple of tool clamp fittings. Once again, we'll research all that, see what we can come up with. In here is radiator or oil cooler. A bit of Australian wildlife has been living in there, if you look in there. It's yeah. This one didn't have to come through customs. This one was home found.
Home found, yeah. So no one get upset. It's all native stuff.
Yeah, that's it. As you can see, it's a bit of a major job, but we've got the good bones of a really good restoration.
The trick will be stripping it back.
Yeah, stripping it back.
You've done a lot of work on track tensioning systems. How does this one look?
Well, it just looks like it's a little cog system here at the back, and just slides forward. You wind that, and it must pull through on a track.
That's going to be fascinating to see.
Well, it's different technologies from different eras, things like that.
Yeah, different nations.
Different nations.
Yeah.
Way of
Mitsubishi.
Yeah, it could have been Mitsubishi.
Oh, it was.
It was. It's a Mitsubishi one.
It's
right,
a Mitsubishi one.
Oh, okay.
This is the engine, I think.
This is an engine cover, and they've got a really interesting locking point. It's a bit tight to get in, but basically you go through and you'd put a screw or a bolt through there.
Or a padlock.
Yeah, or a padlock, and then just flick it, and then it just folds out of the way.
Yeah,
like
wow.
That. So just, it's pretty heavy. And then these actually acts as a handle as well. There you go.
Clever design.
There's not a lot of room in there, but
There is not.
a lot of this is like heat guards and that, I assume. So, as you can see, there's all the pipe work down there. The old exhaust pipes had a bit of a bump to it. And you've got the tin can protecting water from going in, so hopefully that's done its job
Hopefully.
before it made its way here.
Looks pretty rough anyway. Steve's going to have his work cut out for him.
That's it. Come on, Steve. Work your magic.
Work your magic.
Looks like this is a little temperature probe here coming up through here so that check the heat of the engine.
That's interesting.
It gives you an insight of how complete this vehicle is and how lucky we were to get it.
Definitely.
Yeah. It hasn't had water go in it, and the oil was in there pretty good. This is not too bad. We'll hop up on the back here and open a couple more hatches, and then we'll see if we can't get inside. Oh, God. Getting old.
Fingers.
Yep. Actually, I wonder if they... Hold on.
Oh yeah, it would. See, you've got the little.
Yeah. But I wonder if that's to drive in hot weather. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's an interesting
See
point.
if that'll go down to there, can it?
Yeah, look at that.
You hitting on yours?
Yeah.
Looks like they can do a twofold thing. Perhaps in hot weather they drove it with the vent open like that.
Curious.
Just things we'll find as we go. One of our track linker broke too, and you can see the amount of rust where it was sitting. So that's why we may have trouble using some of this track. You can see the amount of rust there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
There's a few dead links there too.
yeah.
Popped up.
Rightio. Here's another hatch here. Perhaps they're the fuel tanks here. See, it look like they're glass sight gauges.
Oh, it does too.
Yeah, oh, you can see that one's broken. So there's one. I'm wondering whether they're the fuel tanks.
Yeah.
So then
Well,
that
is there a filler point out on the outside?
Well, unless it might be here. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, there you
That
go.
could be it. That could be a... It's a bit solid at the moment, but yeah.
It needs a bit of work.
Possibly that's the filler for fuel. We're only just having the first look at it to see what's involved. So if we can find out all this stuff as we go, yeah, it'll help in the long run.
Yeah, for sure. For
And
sure.
a lot of these panels will bolt off. They've obviously been off at one stage somewhere. So
Yeah. Well, I know that this area has to have a little bit of room because the other crew member that sat next to the driver, he was also the engineer and actually had an access door to get in here.
oh rightio,
Yeah.
See the floor is rusted out a bit there, so
Well, that might be a mine.
could be mine damage. Yeah. See that's a battery lead terminal. No, just a connection to something. I'm just thinking we'll be careful where we put our feet in here. There's a little bit of rust in there. Yeah.
Man, it's in really good nick, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just looking at how, like 1/4-inch steel. She's a little bit. Yeah, when
Pretty
you
light.
yeah, when you see the World War II German and Russian hatches that they had on tanks and things.
Oh, how thick they were.
How thick everything was.
Yeah. Oh, they're on the cutting edge of armoured warfare. They weren't. Yeah, there's a bit of a different
We'll open up
different
this
theatre.
up.
Oh wow.
I'll just drop that down. As you can see, more little hatches, little butterfly clip, little lever to flick it across, one on each hatch. The gun's in place.
Man, it's not a lot of room.
There is not much room in there at all. Still got the ammunition racks by the look of it on this side over here on the right hand side.
Yeah, underneath you as well. There's a few.
Inside the turret. I was looking down here. At
I see.
further down.
Yes. Wow. Oh, and that's the drive. Oh, look at that. It's like an offset drive line.
That is interesting, isn't
it? Yeah.
Well, someone's made one go already, so.
Yeah, whether or not they use the original one. Mate, look, we might find it's in perfect condition.
That's it. Stay tuned. Medical services.
We have a trained crew on standby. Oh, man.
Actually, it's probably one of the biggest turret hatches there is.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, it's not taken up with all the armour.
There's plenty of room for those that get in.
It's like a manhole.
That's it. This is the first time I've been in this, so please excuse me if I do a lot of sticky beacon. A lot of machine gun ports at the back here, one here, one down to the front.
Ooh, don't put your foot through anything.
That's what I'm worried about. Actually, it's probably easier if I stand on the ground below it. Oh yeah, she's crusty in here. All the really old style hatches and things.
Oh.
Once again, that's your locking tab. Look, that's your lock. Just swinging around on a pivot point.
Oh, wow.
Then just drops in and locks into that.
Little bracket there.
That's your open and close vision port, and you can obviously flick this around to different settings. Fully closed. Oh, that won't open. As it went too hard.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god. I think it's just clicked into where it shouldn't be.
Yeah. How's the turret ring look?
Turret ring looks really good. There's a lock here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a screw lock. Even got some of the lids to the different ammunition areas. They're all aluminium. All this stuff's aluminium, which is fantastic. Yeah.
What do you think of this crazy drive line?
Well, that's more of a Steve problem than a Daryl problem.
Oh, gee. He's still away. He'll be back next week. So, but I'm sure he'll watch the video and just hope he's sitting down. So it's a coupling though. Yeah, like an offset coupling. Yeah. And it's so that they can mount the engine off to one side.
Obviously, yeah. You can see the engines off to the right-hand side, and what we believe may be the fuel tanks at the back, silver painted there. And then the holders on the bottom could have been for batteries. I don't know how many batteries they would have had here, or oil tank.
That panel, the frame there.
Yeah, on the floor, yeah. So, but just if you look and seeing this side's really good of the engine. See the cooling cylinders and.
Oh yeah, that looks much better. They got like aluminium heads on them.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Little dash panel, does it?
Little dash panel there, and up to the driver's visor. Perhaps they did have a little bit of glass. See those little holders?
Yeah.
Perhaps they held some glass. Then across to the right-hand side, look, you got your fuses.
The relay.
Yeah.
And just all the wires just hanging there. They must have had a shroud for them, surely. Oh, you got little
fittings there.
Fittings for bolts.
And,
and the handle? What's the handle for?
Little crank handle.
No, here, that one.
Don't know. Who knows? Down there, you got your 2 pedals. Another little lever right down the front there, little lever.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, you got your tillers either side. There's another handle there that comes down to a pivot arm that goes to the rear. Could be to open up a cooling hatch or just stuff we'll find out when the time comes.
The little gear changer.
Little gear stick here. And then
Gosh.
the metal shroud over the gearbox. There's your machine gun. Believe me, it's very tiny in here, very squeezy. More ammo racks on the side here. This looks like it might be part of the turret turning mechanism that's been removed and just sat in here. Yeah, so.
Wowee.
You've got a driver's seat there. So, can't see any backrest, so it must be missing a couple of bits. So.
Yeah, they're floating around somewhere. Man, this is going to be a noisy tank.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
This is going to be really noisy.
Oh, that's that shroud there. You can see the cooling. Is that the cooling fins of the cylinders down the bottom?
This one here.
That's the shroud, yeah.
Yeah, for the engine. Yeah. The engine's in
Try
here.
And keep some of the heat out. That's why they had the asbestos in here, probably to keep some of the heat from coming into this compartment.
Of course, yes.
But when you look where we are, this is for 3 men. You know. And so I wouldn't want anybody else to hop in here with a skirt. I can tell you.
I wouldn't want a big feed of something inflammatory of the gut.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Look at these nuts here. They've got like a
little rubber bumpers on them because that would have been where the primer was on the round.
Right.
So it protects the primer of the round from any accidental hits.
Just looks like a blob.
Yeah. Oh, it is now after all this.
Oh, yeah. It would have been a nicely formed sort of thing before.
Tank restoration is a young man's game.
You're proving that statement wrong, Daryl, one day at a time. Looking forward to this one?
Absolutely. I get to play with stuff I thought I'd never see in my lifetime, so I cannot have a bigger smile on my face when it comes to stuff like this.
What's the timeline on this one, do you think?
Timeline, we've probably got another 6 months on the Wesp, then we've got a lowercase Panzer IIc, and then I think this one will be next.
Thanks, Dazza.
Hey, no worries, mate. Come back in half an hour when I got out of this bloody thing.